Okay. We are back. Full screen mode. Resume expedition. I cannot remember where we left off. We did the quantum moon. I remember that much. I can't remember what next steps will be. I know we need to finish off looking at the Ember Twin. We can't. Can we land on Holler's Lantern? Dark Bramble. Interloper. Quantum Moon. Sun Station. Ooh. Okay, that's neat. Right, rumor mode. So, no idea how to finish this off. Feldspar. Can't do anything with him about until we go to Dark Bramble, which I really don't want to go to. High Energy Lab, Ember Twin Project. There's obviously Ember Twin. Sunless City, Ember Twin. Quantum Caves, which is on Ember Twin. Anglerfish Fossil. Found a cave with an anglerfish fossil inside, but the opening is only big enough for my scout. Yeah, so there's something on Ember Twin I need to find before we do Dark Bramble anyway, which is great for me. Escape Pod 3, and the vessel, which we both know are in Dark Bramble. Right, Ember Twin. Oh, perfect. It's right there. I constantly fuck this up, so autopilot will take care of it. Femme. Right, so what I want is to find... There's the North Pole. And we're going down. Buckle. Right. North Pole this way. Is this not the cave from the North Lake riverbed? Damn. I thought there'd be something down here. Oh. No. Oh, that's... Oh! No. never mind, I can get through there. That cactus just moved. Yep. We are in a quantum zone. If you've come here to look for Collius, this is where we were when he vanished. He's been missing for 2 days now. What happened before Collius disappeared? We were examining the different rocks. I recall Collius standing on the largest one, the Wandering Rock. I was taking notes, and then my lantern died. When I lit it again, Collius and the rock are both gone. Your strange Wandering Rock friend is here, though Collius isn't. Collius and I observed this unusual-looking rock shard and several small rocks, in at least 2 other caverns. I'm unsure if this is relevant. How curious, this rock took me with it to a new location. I wonder why this happened. Curious, but also alarming. This new cave appears to lack an entrance or exit. Also, the rock that brought me here disappeared while I wasn't watching. The Wandering Rock has returned. Never before have I been so delighted to see a sedimentary specimen. I wonder if I myself became quantum briefly when the rock carried me here. This seems the clearest explanation. Hypothesis. If the rock can bring me here, it can also carry me out. My hypothesis was correct. I can travel on this rock as long as I'm not observing my surroundings, meaning I must be in complete darkness. I'm going to bring my mentor here to see this. Melor is here now, too. We theorize when a conscious being is in contact with a quantum object and ceases to act as an observer, explaining the need for darkness, the being can become entangled with that quantum object, and they move together. Friends, Collius has discovered a new quantum rule. He has promised me he'll never vanish again, even if he does learn something useful from it. I suppose that's nice. I mean, I already knew this quantum rule, so that's... Oh my god. Oh, I've been here before. Oh, right, yes. But I haven't been here. Friends, if you find any sign of Collius, I implore you to tell me. He vanished without a trace during our investigation and since. Well, Valar and some of us in the city are here to help you search for Collius. Can you tell me more about your expedition? In my gratitude, Burr, Collius and I were studying the cave's geology. We hope to learn more of different Wandering Rock that visits several different caves in the area. Where was young Collius lost, Melor? He disappeared in the cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole. It happened in an instant without warning. I turned away from Collius to examine the sample. When I turned back, he simply wasn't there anymore. He had a limited supply of air, Anona. I'm afraid for him. Hypothesis. We will learn more by examining the northern lakebed cave, where Coleus disappeared. Search quickly, everyone. We have no time to squander. He turned out fine. But I am going to follow these wonderfully carved stairs. Air is becoming a bit of a... Ah. Okay, I will not be checking out these wonderful carved stairs. I'll be checking out what is underneath them. Well, then maybe I could have gone to the... Ah! Alright. Oops. Hello. Right, well luckily we already knew that quantum moon about the Darkling, so that's how we checked out the quantum moon. Some nice foreshadowing there. And we're back at the initial crash site for the landing pod. Brilliant. I can't remember if there's air here. Is there air inside the escape pod? No. And that just takes me into the caves. Alright, well, bugger me, I suppose. I know there's air in the North Pole. Right there, in fact. Ah, and more fuel. That was efficient. Can I talk to you about anything I found? No. Shame. Right, let's go this way. And go splunking in some more. No, that's a rock location. Yeah. Have I already been here? That's where I just came from. No, that's where I just came from. God damn it. Nope. Okay. Oh my goodness. Well, it only shunted me. Yeah, I feel like all the good stuff on this planet is inside it. Which means I'm gonna have to go caving. Caving? Rocking. I don't know what the proper verbiage would be. I think, yeah, splunking was correct. Huh. So that's the top with the stairs leading down to here. So is the only way to the Sunless City from the escape pod, which will not be from the sun. Cool, blimey. Yeah, I did this because this is their locator. haven't done this side of the planet. Because this is where the gravity cannon is. And I've already done the gravity cannon stuff. And it doesn't give me a way into the Summoner City because it is covered in cacti. I wonder if there's something, like, I know I checked before, but it was a bit far into the run. I'm willing to bet there's something right at the very core of this planet that gets covered up by sand immediately. I'm gonna have to check that out. I know I am. Right, I'm back here again. It's not where I want to be. Although Ember Twin is quite a small place, so maybe it is just the Sunless City I have left to check out. Well, and the High Energy Lab. Okay, let's go back to the ship. We'll do a quick. Once round. Well, I say once round, we'll probably like through. That doesn't lead anywhere, so it's got to be the other side we get it from, which means splunking. Got the dial. Crash ship. That eating the world. Where it came up from. Can't do anything with that. That's the High Energy Lab. That's where you teleport into. Okay, I'm happy to say that's the entire planet. You're next, buddy boy. Now that you've shed some weight. Right, so that takes you to the Sun Station. That takes you to Ember Twin, and one that I don't know where it takes you, because I got bored waiting. That one takes you to Timber. And that one takes you to Brittle Hollow. Yes. So... you're new. Right. Place you down here, so you don't get sucked off by that thing. I'm not sure I want to use the term sucked off like that. I already have low fuel. That might have been a waste of fuel. Yes, I know. Okay, that's... oh, from below. Oh, that's a shame. Oh wait, unless this is the Brittle Hollow. No, there weren't dead bodies in the Brittle Hollow one. More porn. No eye. So where do you take me? Giant Steep. Excellent. Is this Gabbro? Gabbro's Island. Beautiful, I love oxygen. No, this is the... yeah, this is the Workshop Island. Yeah, okay. Cool, 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 cool. I have no desire to be here. Oh, and that's back to the... That's the Sun Station one again. Okay. Is that... Well, okay, no. It isn't all that this place is. That's a way to get back up. We know that there is more to this place because of those things. They have uppies in them. I apologise for using the word uppies. Okay, this doesn't look like anything, just rock. Oxygen's propellant. Yeah. Somewhat ill-advised, I think. Right, back to the ship. If I can get there before passing out. Ooh. Alright, back to the ship, fill out all oxygen, and then come back into this place. Yeah, do I have any? I can refuel my jetpack from here. Oh my god. I didn't know I could do that. Raise ejector cover. No. Ah! Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, Jesus. Okay. What's this? Oh, seriously? Does it just send me back up to the top of the... Which just sends me to the top of the spire. No hint as to what said spire is or does. Yeah, that's fair. Just sends you to the top of it. And now I can't explore the planet using my ship because I killed it. The other tower. Nope. Well, is that it? There's got to be more to this place. Also, was the Ash Twin project just a bunch of teleporters? There was nothing else to it. There's no grand mystery here. Just a bunch of teleporters. I thought there was going to be some grand mystery here, but no. Ash Twin. No, wait, there's got to be more. There's that room of masks projection room, which is the Ash Twin. Right? That's on this planet. I really shouldn't have gotten rid of my ship canopy like that. Well, kaboom. Pretty. Alright. Ember Twin deserves more looky-loos. Oh dear. Right. I'm going to book it straight with Ember Twin. Check out the very core of the planet. And then, if there's nothing there, we'll go check out the Sunless City. And then maybe also High Energy Lab if we have time. No, I'm still angry. There's got to be something on Ash Twin I'm missing. Right? Otherwise, you know, why? Just, you know, just what? Just why? Sand. 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 Okay, so the core of this planet is just a ball of sand. Great. That was... that was useful. Alright. Gotta go in through the emergency pod. So where the fuck is it? It's the High Energy Lab. There it is. Right, so it was this way. I'm not gonna look at the instructions. If I get lost, I get lost. And it will be a valuable learning experience. And then it was up through this hole. And that's about as far as my memory takes me. So... maybe I should have looked at some instructions. Well, that's pretty obvious. And then it was behind here. Beautiful. Not looking at you. Ah. And we made it. Alright, I learned my lesson from last time. These turn everything on. So let's... Ah. Oops. That's the lower floors. Ooh, this is deeper than I thought. There's a lot to explore here. Don't know what that one did. Oops. So we've got Anglerfish Overlook, which was the top one, the Stepping Stone District, the High Energy Lab Trailhead, and Eye Shrine District. Ooh. Oh my good giddy aunt. Oh, I'm going to spend so much time in here, aren't I? I'm not going to be able to do everything. Ugh. Alright, we'll start with the Eye Shrine District, just because... convenience. I think there's going to be death in there. Would you look at that, I was right. Okay, up. I don't know why everyone says the eye is important. They say it brought us to the solar system, but is that good? Dad told me lots of Nomai died when our clan came here. What if the eye isn't something good? What if the eye wanted that to happen? Well, you know, Solarum did say in the Quantum Moon that they thought the eye was malevolent. And technically, you coming here did kill your entire clan. Because this is where the interloper ended up, isn't it? So, yeah. Nothing but bad things from you being here, I'm afraid. Yeah. Okay, so ground floor is death. Ah, Christ, poor motherfuckers. Be welcomed in this place. This shrine is a space to reflect on what brought us to this star system, the signal from the eye. We observed the eye signal in our travels and followed it here to find its source. What we know is this: the source of the signal, which we have chosen to call the Eye of the Universe, is older than this universe itself. The rest we have yet to learn. Enter and open your mind to its possibilities. I believe that was the exact same thing they had in Hanging City. If the eye caught us, why won't it reveal itself? Why is it so difficult to locate? Did something happen to it? Did the signal stop? Does the eye no longer desire to be found? Perhaps this isn't the eye's choice. The eye may not be able to communicate with us more than it already has. Oh, this is the other side of the window. Sorry. Is the eye natural or artificial? Maybe someone built it. The eye is older than the universe itself. How could something exist before its creator? It could be naturally occurring, though this doesn't consider how the eye could be as old as it is. Did the eye deliberately call out to us by sending the signal, or did we hear the signal by coincidence? We could be seeing meaning where there is none. Suppose the signal was produced incidentally. Does that mean the eye is less important than thought? Perhaps the eye wanted to be found. Could it be sentient? Maybe it chose us. Does the eye desire something from us? Could it need us in some way? maybe it doesn't have to be us. That's pretty cool. Still weird though. That's an uppie. So, how the fuck do I get outie? Crafted cannon. Which is pointless because cacti is covering it, right? Did I do this? Pretty sure I did this. Yeah, I did this. This is my escape route when the sand was filling up before. The sand is filling up. I should have started at the bottom. Ugh, well, it's too late now, isn't it? See, I wish I was a smart man. Stepping Stone Cave. I swear to God, if this just takes me to the... Okay. Are we oh, that's a baby. Are we playing the fossil fish game tonight? I fed the fossil fish a new lantern. If you go to Stepping Stone Cave, the entrance to the fossil fish cave is easy to see now. Gratitude, Solana. It's good you're small enough to climb in through the hole at the anglerfish outlook. I'm still small enough. You won't have to be for long. Mum and Dad are tall, so you and I will be tall too. Okay, so somewhere in there that's filling up with sand is an entrance to the anglerfish. Okay. Bit late now. So that's something else I need to come back for. Good lord, I thought this would be a quick jaunt. I was very wrong, eh? But nothing quickly in here. We're meeting in the fossil fish cave to play the game. If you're too big to climb through the anglerfish outlook hole, you'll have to go through the long way, but it isn't far. Go to the Stepping Stone Cave and then up into the fossil fish cave. Tried to get to the fossil fish through the Stepping Stone Cave, but I couldn't find the entrance. Where is it? Remember to feed the fossil fish first. If you go to anglerfish outlook and throw a light into its mouth, it'll show you the way. Taggart can't fit through the anglerfish outlook hole anymore because he grew bigger. He's taller than Levi now. Who cares? Ilex is still the tallest. Up, did it say? Is it in the ceiling? crap. This is really... Nope. No, 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 no. This is dangerous now. Shouldn't have bothered. Crap. Crap knuckle. Yeah. Oh, that's disappointing. Whoever it was when we ended last time is the anglerfish. Rule change. The anglerfish now has to wear a blindfold and do not peek. Why are we changing it? It's too hard if you can't see anything. Aunt Pie says real anglerfish are blind, so you have to wear a blindfold. The rule stands. Rule update. It's okay if younger kids don't wear the blindfold when they're it. The rest of us will still wear it for scientific accuracy and to make the game even. The rest of us, the little fish, line up against the wall. When the anglerfish says go, the little fish sneak across to the other side. If the anglerfish catches you, you're eaten. Last little fish to be caught and the new anglerfish. The old anglerfish gives the new anglerfish the blindfold and becomes a little fish. Cute. So, we know they are blind. I don't know how that helps me. Bollocks. Anglerfish study. The long growth protruding from its head is bioluminescent. Perhaps it uses growth to attract prey, a lure. Visually, the specimen appears to be of the same species as the anglerfish in Dark Bramble. We don't believe it originated from this planet. The anglerfish's digestive tract suggests death by starvation. An update. Melore, while I was here making sketches of the anglerfish, I observed the children I saw earlier playing here again. They've added a rule to their game that incorporates our research. It's wonderful. I'm entirely delighted. It's never too early to appreciate biology. I suppose that's cute. Alright, so, anglerfish. Blind, which means it hunts prey by sound, which means when I go to Dark Bramble... tiptoe? I assume I can't go in my ship because that will make noise. Oh look. An alignment of the planets. I need to go and get fucking the OldRockgod guy. Checked out. The only unknown left should be Feldspar. So that ejects me. What's the master alarm? Oh, I suppose it's if I damage myself too much that goes off. Right. Alright, lake bed. Well, first off, I found a strange rock shard that moves when I'm not watching. It emits a signal on the quantum fluctuations frequency. And then lake bed cave. The wandering rock... That's the wrong one. Lake bed cave. A Nomi named Coleus was standing on the wandering rock when another Nomi's lantern died. When they relit the lantern, Coleus and the rock were both gone. To travel with a quantum object, I must stand on the object and cease to observe my surroundings, meaning I must be in complete darkness. Coleus used this quantum rule to escape the cave he was trapped in. Coleus and Meloray returned to examine the rock. They theorized that when a conscious being is in contact with a quantum object and ceases to observe his or her surroundings, the being can become entangled with that quantum object, and they both move together. Sunless City. The Nomi travel to this solar system in pursuit of a signal from something older than the universe itself. They name the source of this signal the Eye of the Universe. And the anglerfish fossil. No, my children used to play a game here. One player was an anglerfish and wore a blindfold. The rest of the children, the little fish, lined up against one wall. When the anglerfish said go, the little fish had to sneak across to the other side. The blindfold rule was added because the real anglerfish are blind. The adult Nomai were delighted to see the children incorporate their research into the game's rules. I'm filling in the gaps. Yeah, so there is something in Ash Twin, their main project, where the things are kept. So it looks like the higher energy lab should be my next choice. I think there's still more to explore in the Sunless City. That place was too big for that to just be it. Of course, I could also just be deluding myself. Okay, so hello, Quantum Moon. Goodbye, Quantum Moon. I want to see where that other teleporter I didn't know where it takes me. I need to get on there, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Very, very clumsily. And we're down. So I found the one that took me to Purple Hollow, Giant's Leap, Deep, Timber. Is this the one? No. This is the one. Found the one that took me to Timber. But I don't know where this one takes me. Oh, good. Not Dark Bramble. Not Giants and Deep. Not the sun. Suppose that's good. It's Timber Hearth. Sounds like the sun's returning. Bugger and blast. Right, so not Ash Twin. Or maybe it sucked me up before. Or maybe this takes me to Ash Twin, and that's why the roof's open, because every time it aligns with Ash Twin, it sucks you up, so you think it doesn't go anywhere. So, you gotta wait until Ash Twin ain't sucking up anymore. Does that mean this is the endgame teleporter? Because I've still got to explore Dark Bramble and the vessel. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Ember has to be full now, right? Because... Dark Bramble... Giant's Deep, Whitehall Station. Oh, a very angry-looking sun. A smouldering, one might say. Still angrily sucking shit up. Yeah. I'll know when the next sand dune is coming. Is that the "You're Going to Die" music? Yeah, that's the "You're Going to Die" music. Okay, so maybe I was wrong. Maybe this really is just a broken teleporter, doesn't go anywhere. I can admit when I'm wrong. I don't like doing it, but I can admit when I'm wrong. Because my only other theory is that you've got to get here before Ash Twin starts dumping, but you can't get here before Ash Twin starts dumping. Because it's not uncovered until Ash Twin starts dumping, which is kind of the whole point. Okay. I guess this is just a broken one. One that doesn't go anywhere. That is a very, very angry looking sun. And okay. Well, I mean, it was worth a shot, right? It was worth it. I was 5 seconds from finding out if I was right or not. Well, not even 5 seconds, 3 seconds maybe. Ember Twin was right there. It's almost in sight. Alright. Show me high energy lab. Just put it on autopilot. Where's the ship? There it is. Ow. I thought I had more clearance than that. Down we go. All right, left side. And up. Oops. Do the hidden waterfall. And I think it was up. Yes. Is there anything down there though? No. It's just a hole. Just a hole. Right, we'll go and light everything up. Oh dear. Come on. You know you want to. Right, we did that. We done that because that's the anglerfish. I haven't been up there in that mouth, I don't think. Have you been here? No, it's just an uppie. There's a door right at the bottom. The high energy lab. Okay, so it is like one of the first things you got to do down here. Go to the high energy lab at the beginning of a run. Suppose we follow the glowing trail. A running start, perhaps? Okay, not a running start. Do I seriously just have to wait until... it's fully uncovered? Covered up. I mean, I can, I suppose. God, so boring. It's a con boost. I resent that. Okay. You are joking. Okay, so at least we'll have time to explore this. There's immediate danger of it being covered up. I gotta look. I am curious. That looks like a way out, so let's not go there yet. Oh! It's ghost fire. I should have noticed that was a downy. I guess I gotta go this way. Oxygen. Cool. We love oxygen. Right. Lore. Records show Nomai arriving at the warp receiver on Brittle Hollow very slightly before departing the White Hole Station. Raimi and I are devising an experiment to test if this is a real phenomenon or a simple machine error. In theory, what we want to try to reproduce is a negative amount of time elapsing between something entering the black hole and exiting the white hole at its destination. Initial things first. Our experiment setup will first prepare a small black hole core with a small white hole core to mimic the setup at White Hole Station. Hypothesis. It is possible for an object to exit a white hole before entering the corresponding black hole. Nope. An update. Our experiment here produced the anomaly in arrival and departure times, but Pi is unconvinced it's more than an equipment error. I hope to strengthen the effect to render it visible to the unaided eyes. To that end, we've decided to try adding more energy. I imagine the Sunless City's energy supply should prove sufficient. Of note, Raim, Yarrow requests that we let him know before we reroute energy to the experiment. All available energy has been rerouted from the city to our experiment, Raim, Raim and I are about to run the new test. Hypothesis confirmed. Hypothesis confirmed. I saw it, Pi. I saw it. I saw it. Pi saw it. Hypothesis confirmed. This is beyond extraordinary. This changes everything. What a beautiful day for the intersection of abstract theory and practical application. Okay, so the white hole, black hole stuff fucks with time. I was right! Because it mirrors the twins. So that one takes you to Ember, that one takes you to Ash. But you can't ever use the Ash one because of the Ash flying everywhere. Right. The Ash Twin project will be one of our biggest undertakings, metaphorically and physically. To build it, we need a way to travel quickly between Ash Twin and each location that holds crucial project materials. Fuck, I knew it! I called it out when we were doing the Black Forge stuff. What if we used warp towers, like the one we have on Whitehall Station, to connect Ash Twin directly to each critical location? Of note, each tower on Ash Twin will warp to a different planet. My gratitude to those who noted my imprecise language. Yes, the Sun is not a planet. I believe this has been sufficiently clarified. Kindly stop reminding me. We can design each tower to visually reflect its warp destination. The Giant Steep Tower, for instance, could resemble a cyclone, and we could model the Timber Hearth Tower after a geyser mountain. Poke, Root, and I can begin work on this immediately in the Black Hole Forge. This will keep us busy. The Southern Observatory is asking if creating a 22-minute interval is possible. That is, to have something arrive 22 minutes before it is actually sent through the warp. We've learned the negative interval of time between departure and arrival can be increased by adding more energy to the warp core. Problematically, the energy required to extend the interval increases at an exponential rate. Hypothesis. Creating a 22-minute long interval is possible, but we are currently unable to generate the necessary energy. Raim and I believe it would be necessary to invent a new method of producing energy. A thrilling but enormous undertaking would also require advanced warp technology to handle such energy, like, say, the Sun going supernova. I bet that's a lot of energy. We would also likely need an enormous space to fit these proposed new energy and warp technologies together. The only location large enough would be Ash Twin. The energy is currently unavailable, you say. You're a gas pie. My pun wasn't intended, Raim, so I believe it's you who's aeriform. Haha, jokes I don't understand. Okay, that's the way out. So, I suppose this is the... So pair a white with a black. Oh my god, it is a black hole. Is there a way to increase the energy? I believe that means increase energy. Yep. We have time travel, ladies and gentlemen. But it's only taking one set of... Yep, got a picture of myself right there. Okay, that's cool. So, we got ourselves a bit of a time travel situation coming on, which it's not really time travel, but sort of is. Two black holes. Error, duplicate signal. And of course, 2 whites, again, won't spawn anything, just like 2 blacks didn't. Can't get myself in there, though. I mean, cool proof of concept. But, weren't the tower designs meant to be in the high energy lab? Unless that's what it meant by tower designs. I feel like I'm missing something. So obviously, timber, twin, hollow, giant's deep, some. Obviously. So I don't know. I expected more, I guess. Am I missing something? Let's go back to the ship. I feel like I'm missing something. Let's take a look. Oh, okay, so literally just, yeah. Designs for each of the tower's Ash Twins equator. Each tower warps to a different planet, although many Nomai were quick to note that the sun is not actually a planet. Each tower was designed to visually reflect its warp destination. The towers allowed the Nomai to quickly travel between Ash Twin and all the other locations crucial to the Ash Twin project. High Energy Lab. The Nomai successfully reproduced the temporal anomaly first observed at the Whitehole Station. Warped objects appear to arrive before they depart. The Nomai discovered they could increase the negative time interval between arrival and departure by adding energy to the warp cores. The Nomai wanted to know if a 22-minute negative time interval was possible. They concluded it would require a new technology to produce the necessary energy, as well as an advanced warp core to handle those energies. Ash Twin was proposed as a location for the project. The Nomai plan to construct technology capable of producing a 22-minute negative time interval on Ash Twin. Oh, bollocks. 22-minute isn't how long these loops last, is it? I bet it is. I bet... Oh my god. So it's not a coincidence that the loop is what it is, because the supernova gives enough power to the Ash Twin project to send you back in time 22 minutes. That's when the probe launches. It was just a coincidence. It wasn't the probe launching that set it off. Fuck. Okay. So. The only thing I've got left is the Ash Twin project. Oh, and I've also, the Lunar Lookout, Feldspar, and Dark Bramble. I don't want to go to Dark Bramble. It seems scary, and I'm a fucking coward. Okay, we're gonna go to Athelrock. We're gonna go to the moon. We are going to check on. We're gonna check on our friends on Timberhearth. No, I just said the moon. We're going to the moon. Because I'm going to get that signal that I'm missing. And then we're gonna do something else. There, that made me feel better. Marl says hi. Marl's probably the only one who remembers I'm up here. I should go see the big lug soon. Don't tell them about this, but sometimes I throw my... Yeah, I know about that. Okay. Right. Oops, down. Did that fix the thing? No. Right, I think that's the North Pole. Yes. Alright, so, come on. Escape pod 1, escape pod 2. And I bet that's on Dark Bramble. I've read all this before. Oh, I read that. Oh my god. Okay, so. As you say, is Rock's North Pole marked in red on my minimap is a platform with a spectacular view of the solar system. Esker uses their signal scope here to keep tabs on other travellers. And of course we know he picked up harmonic music coming from somewhere in Timberhearth. They claim it sounds just like Feldspar's harmonica, but Feldspar disappeared in space ages ago. Which leads us to the Dark Bramble Seed, which leads us to Feldspar, who is definitely on Dark Bramble. Okay. Time to go to the scary horror planet. Actually, no, you know what? I've got something else I can still do now. I'm absolutely not stalling. So I once theorized that the center of there's a massive, I mean massive, Guy's Mountain. I once theorized there must have been something at the bottom here. No, it's just water. Am I now stuck? What the fuck? This shit wasn't visible. After close observation, mining site 2A wouldn't be safe for the native life dwelling in some of these caves' pools, so unfortunately we'll have to mine one of the other sites. There are a few other cave sites that look promising, but what about site 2B? It shares similar formations and strata. Site 2B is safe. Coley says we'll continue to monitor activity and effect on the life here. On the opposite hand, new life. This species is semi-aquatic and very hardy. The ecosystem here is quite robust, so I believe they'll thrive in the long run. Be cautious near the pools if you visit 2A to meet them. I was watching them once during a rest, and the owls escaped from me. They're fascinating. I wonder what their fourth eye does. So, I guess we're those semi-aquatic animals. This looks like a current. It is a current. Is this just a dump? We're just throwing shit down here. Is that type of people we are? Oh, that's the moon going nova. Oops. Ah, one of the geyser mountains. This is cool. I mean, that just took me back to the beginning. Where do these holes go up? And death. Okay, well, that was interesting. So, around 280,000 years ago, we were fish. And unlike the Nomai, we were native life here. I'm learning so much. Alright, Ooh, that's close. It said ship log updated, but no my mines. The Nomai mine ore from the site to craft protective shell designed to physically seal off the central chamber from inside Ash Twin. Once the shell was finished, the Nomai checked to ensure there were no longer any physical entrances or cracks. The Nomai discovered a species of four-eyed semi-aquatic life form in the waterways near the mine. Which was us. Damn. Okay. I'm going to check out Hollow's Lantern. There is an entry for Hollow's Lantern that I don't have. I want to see if I can get it. I mean, what's the worst that could happen, right? Off the probe goes to the eye of the universe. Yeah. There's nowhere to land on the damn thing. It's not even a cave network, it's just... It's just fire. I'm angry. How am I meant to get an entry from it? Oh! Shit, it does have stuff on it. Oh, this is gonna suck. Unless every time it spits out fire, it's shrinking itself. Much like the Ember Twin. Doesn't look like it, actually. Okay, so that has stuff in it. That does not. That one does not either. Nor that one. Okay. But next to my earlier theory... Shit! It does not seem to be shrinking. Okay. Looks like there is a place to land. But it's going to be tight and we're going to have to be quick. So I'm going to wait for its next launch. Then we're going to do this. Fucking A. Okay, gravity is almost nil here. I'll wait for another firework to go off and then I'll jump to the side. Yeah, it's not going down. Right, that must be the symbol for Hollow's Lantern. Cool. Friends in Timberhearth Mines. The last type of ore you sent us survives the longest in direct heat. Can you send us more of the same additional testing? We're attempting to improve its durability, and our forge has already burned through everything you sent. We'll deliver more ore to Hollow's Lantern immediately. You must be fired up about crafting the Ash Twin Project's protective shell. Yes, the idea of an encasement that's supernova-proof, however, briefly, has kindled my curiosity. My gratitude. I imagine we'll also have an updated estimate soon on how much ore is needed to seal off the Ash Twin Project. Will it be more than initially thought? It will be significantly more. The smallest crack or opening in the protective shell would destroy everything. Okay. I suppose this will give me the projection shell for the mines. It did give me the projection for the mines. Fantastic. Increased solar activity detected. Increased volcanic activity detected. Location is now inhospitable. Evacuate immediately. Okay, so Hollow's Lantern didn't always used to be a volcano. A rather inhospitable volcano. I suppose that's good to know. Right, next explosion we're gonna go. Right. Autopilot's taking care of that. We know about the volcanic testing site. All samples from the Nomai mines on Timberhearth were sent to this volcano for durability testing. The Nomai were trying to craft a briefly supernova-proof shell to encase the Ash Twin Project. Even the smallest crack or opening, the protective shell would destroy everything. Oh, it's taking me back to Hollow's Lantern. Shit. Oh, bugger. It's going to fly me directly into the sun. It's going to fly me directly into the sun. Christ. I called it. I knew it was coming. And I reacted. So we're going to check out the mines once more, make sure we've not missed anything there. Oops. And then we'll go and check out Dark Bramble. So the only thing I know about these creatures is that they are blind, which means we need to not make noise. I suppose that's advantageous to us. What's that? It's... what is it? It's a satellite. Oh, did I deorbit it? Whoops. Oh, there's an achievement. Yeah, apologies. Though not like it'll matter, because you won't even know I did that. Right, so there's our crawled out of the whirlpool area. Very temperate place. Ha ha ha! Oh, what's over there? Besides ghost fire. Is there anything over there besides death? Doesn't look like it. Okay. No caves or anything. Alright. Whoa! I mean, a more manly. Whoa! Yeah. Because I'm a manly man. No, the guys are still in orbit. I didn't do anything too bad. The guys are still in orbit? The satellite is still in orbit. Achievement lied. Everything was hunky-dory. Oh, bugger. Okay, so this is the stuff. I mean, it is the stuff on Ash Twin. No doubt about that. Yeah, I've read all this before. So this is at the center of Ash Twin. And that spinning around us isn't stars, it's the core of the planet. And these are me, Feldspar, and not Chet Garbo, I think. And they get powered by the supernova. I suppose. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Well. That's that then, I suppose. Also, who the hell mined this? This is so fucking inefficient. Just random blops taken from across the wall at completely random intervals. These fucking Nomai were madmen. Okay, well. Let's take a quick venture into Dark Bramble, I suppose. Ow. For the end of the world. There you are. You little shit. Oh, it is. I don't have to beat this game. It's been very fun so far. There's been lots of adventure. I don't need to do anything else. Right? I'm sure Feldspar is fine in there. There's no need for me to go in. So, those lights are... Whoops. Anglerfish. That one's moving. Dear God, that is horrifying. Right. So we know lights are evil. Just stay away. So what the fuck is that? Unless that's the light of the vessel. Am I just being a numpty here? It's a knot. So they're blind. So I want to not make noise, so I got to do this slowly. With as little thrusters as possible. Little love taps. Oh, of course, it's right by the light. Okay, so these knots are... Why is the scout not seeing what's producing that light? Oh, unless that is the light and not an anglerfish over there. Alright, let's do that first. Then... Oh, so is there only one anglerfish? That one bobbing light? God, the other one's starved. Why can't I have this one? Unless, you know, that's the shtick. That dark bramble actually produces food this thing can eat? I'm going to say that's the vessel, the red one. What my scout at is at the escape pod. And that far one in the distance is the other side of the... other side of the dark bramble. Christ, that's a big ass fucking fish. There's always a bigger fish. Yes, it does take us to the trapped escape pod. I fucking got that right, didn't I? Not that it matters anymore! Because of the whole exploding sun thing. Is it going to reach us because we're in a second fell dimension? Yes, it is. Okay. Now we know. And we can spend some time in Dark Bramble, just taking things nice and slow, and not pissing off the big fish. Although I bet when I get out, there are going to be lots of smaller fish that I also have to deal with. Anything you need to say to me? I keep getting killed by ghost matter. Ah! No, I did not know you could use it as a light source until I was on Ember Twin. Right. Here we go. Ah, it does tell you there you can illuminate dark areas and see beyond the horizon, detect hazards, test the environment. Yeah. On the bright side, everything is now... Okay. Bruh. Dark Bramble. Pin. Slow and steady. Right, that's a knot of something. Is that... That's a distress beacon. Okay. Right in front is big and ugly. That must be the escape pod over there. Fantastic. Which means you are the vessel. So we are going to go and do this first. I'm gonna go find Feldspar and say hi. I'm gonna do it slow and quiet. And nothing in here that might be living, because there isn't anything living in here, will not know our passage. We will be silent as mice. Quiet as... well, not as quiet as mice, obviously, because you can hear mice scurrying about. No. We will be better than scurrying mice. We will be wraiths. Yes. Or we will be wraiths in the dark. Oh, I apparently orientated wrong, and we are doing the this first. Sorry for my tense silence. There's something over there. I don't want it to know I'm here. So, just very slowly. Let momentum carry us forward. Okay, different area, I think. So... oh. Not a ship. No idea what this is meant to be. I see lights in the dark. The escape pod. Ah. It looks skewered. not have been healthy for the inhabitants, I think. They went off down in that direction. Our escape pod crashed as we tried to flee this place, destroying our movement and communication abilities in the process. We've held out as long as we could here, but this pod's supply of breathable air is nearly depleted, and the anglerfish attack more and more frequently. Our best chance of survival is to return to the vessel, to either repair the damage or, more probably, await rescue. Seka, is the message finished? The vessel's beacon is already growing fainter. It will be gone in a matter of hours. We need to leave here quickly. And then this is the log of Escape Pod 3. Vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated. Awaiting departure from the vessel. Now launching Escape Pod 3. Multiple collisions have altered pod's trajectory. Significant damage to pod detected. Navigation error. Life support error. Propulsion error. Scanning external environment. Scan complete. Gravity not detected. Breathable air not detected. Multiple life forms detected. Potentially hostile. Verdict: do not exit pod. Yes, well, I'm sorry to say. There is a new problem. Our equipment is detecting two distinct beacons from the vessel. But it isn't possible for the vessel to be in two different locations at the same time. I agree, but the other beacons are exactly identical to each other. Perhaps if I had more time. We're nearly out of time already, Din. The vessel's beacon is quickly fading. Soon it'll be gone and we will be lost. We will follow the beacon whose source is nearest to us. But suppose that beacon is false. We likely don't have enough air to reach the farther of the two beacons, Din. The decision is made for us. We'll leave a trail of lights as we go. There's still a chance someone could hear our escape pod's distress signal. That's the escape hatch, which I will not use, because I don't want to stray too far without my ship around here, because that's the only source of breathable air I will have. So, they left a trail of lights. What the fuck? Oh. It's their corpses. Oh, no. To any who come here searching for us, we followed one of the two beacons from the vessel to this place. can now go no further. It's almost too faint to hear now, but the vessel's beacon is still faintly emitting from within this thorny seed, yet the opening is too small for even a single nomai to fit through, so our escape pod couldn't have flown through here. I don't understand how this could be possible, but this gruesome place may be able to manipulate space itself. Maybe this was our undoing. To be so close to the location of the vessel, still so far, is difficult. Worse, the vessel's beacon is dying. Soon, we will be unable to hear it. There is nothing we can do now but try to perhaps find a way inside, or at least attempt to comprehend why this happened. My dearest hope is that the other escape pods are able to reach relative safety. That's the vessel. There's another escape pod there. It's over at the red light. Oh no. We died holding each other. Died in contemplation. Died in each other's arms. Well, I mean, they were spared the ghost matter. Poor blokes. Hold on. Let's check. Escape pod 3. Enemy grave. One of the 3 nomai escape pods that crashed in our solar system. All 3 escape pods were launched from something called the vessel, which was badly damaged. The survivors from escape pod 3 detected 2 distinct beacons from the vessel, as if it was in 2 locations at once. The survivors from escape pod 3 followed one of the 2 vessel beacons to a small dark bramble seed, where they could go no further. The nomai could faintly hear the vessel's beacon from within the seed, but the opening was too small for a single nomai to fit through, much less an escape pod. The vessel's beacon was dying and would soon be gone completely. If I launch my scout into the seed, I can take photos of an enormous derelict nomai ship. Which I did. I launched my scout into the seed at the nomai grave and took photos of an enormous derelict nomai ship. Right. Let's go get Feldspar and knock that out. It annoys me to some extent that this is not a complete circle. Don't know why. I still believe that this must be useful at some point. Right. Feldspar and the Ash Twin Project and the vessel are the only things left I need to look at. So, let's get Feldspar next. Who is completely unreachable from this particular pocket. No quantum fluctuations in here either. just the distress beacon? Oh, there is an anglerfish in here. Is it getting closer? I don't want to know. I don't. I hope that's not shocking. I think that's my way out. Or at least back to where I was before. Nope. No, it is not. Oh, dear God. There are two in here. Jesus H. Criminy. I'm laughing because I'm scared. Okay, that's... Oh! That's, they're eggs, I'm guessing. Dear Lord in heaven. Even if they'd gone the other way, if they had enough air, they would not have made it. There was no way out for them. I mean... This was... end of the road. Yep, that's a anglerfish down there. So I came at this from that direction. Oh my God, if there was an exit in that direction, I can't see it now. Cool. Oh, thank God. Oh, I've never been more happy to see the end of a loop. Oh, fuck me. Now I'll go back and I'll take the other route to Feldspar, and this place isn't a maze. No. Where I have to navigate trenches of increasingly horrible things. I also know now, check on the other side of the seed before I go through it, because I might have friends waiting for me on the other side. I know that now. That is useful information to have. Roger me with a fork. No, to be fair, according to my temperature gauge, it's pretty chill. You know, very temperate outside. So, dark bramble, I guess, gives off heat. Oh, blessed mercy. Come on. Eat me. There we are. Thank God. Oh. I was right, by the way. This whole dark bramble stuff is just disgusting. Explosion. Right, up we go. Suit goes on. Dark bramble is marked. You keep talking to me, Feldspar. Come in for you, buddy. Slowly. That light is very bright. Is it very, very close? Yes. But that's not what I need to worry about. That is what I need to worry about. I bet that is also chocked full of, like, anglerfish. And I gotta go through that one, and I gotta dodge more anglerfish and go through the next one, and... Oh, it's gonna be a whole thing, isn't it? And he's through that seed, and... Oh, I don't like this. Can you tell I'm tense from my quietness? Hope so. That light went out. Okay, let's put on a little bit more speed. Should be fine as it's not a continuous burn, right? We can take some risk. I don't care how many runs it takes me to get through this place. I am going to do it slowly. Oh look, someone messaged me on Steam. No. Okay. Ooh. What's happening? Oh, it's because I tabbed out, so my controller's fucked. I'm gonna have to quit the main menu to fix that. Why am I disconnected? God. Stream's still going. Alright, never mind. Feldspar. Now we're coming for you. Nope, let's put on the storm suit. Spacesuit, rather. Hello, Quantum Moon. You here to see me make a fool of myself? If I don't look, it doesn't exist. So I can ignore it and just focus on my objective. The love taps are intentional. Yes. Okay. No immediate danger on the other side. Just another seed. And that falls down into a dead angler. There is another seed inside there, which is probably where Feldspar's... Oh, that's a lot of lights. How many of these other dancing lights are fish? That's not a fish. Nor is that. I can't see that one. Oh my god. So either they're falling between each other, or there is an infinite. Nor is that. Nor is that. Okay. So what I'm getting is it's one of three. No, one of two, because that one's too small for me to go through. I don't think any of these are fish, so I'm just going to head straight down the center. So, either that one, or that one. A single light. Hallelujah. Unless this is a trap and one of the big anglerfish are hidden behind like some strategically placed routes that you can't see upon entering. That would suck. Feldspar. You know what? We're in. I can just leave it here. Whoa, where'd you come from? No one's come here in, well, ever, actually. That makes you the second Hearthian to ever reach Dark Bramble. After me, of course. Well done. Say, it's you! They made you an astronaut? And you haven't blown yourself up yet? Good for you. Feldspar, you're alive! You never were the brightest hatchling, were you? Yeah, that's right. I'm alive. Been camping out here since my ship, you know, crashed. Violently. You crashed? But you're the greatest Hearthian pilots in history. I haven't lived in polite society for a while, so I'm just going to go ahead and assume that wasn't sarcasm. My story goes like this. I just finished exploring the core of Giant's Deep, and I wanted to try my hand at Dark Bramble, seeing as no one had ever been before. Getting around in Dark Bramble was easy, mind you. Once you've dodged one massive interdimensional vine bristling with thorns, you've dodged them all. But after a while, I ran into this huge anglerfish. You've seen him. Big, gnarly things. And this was the biggest one I've ever seen. I pull a few stunts, try and shake the thing off. Nothing too fancy. I'm going full speed when the fish clips me. Knocks me into a vine and, well, like I said, I crash. Blammo! On impact, my ship starts making noises like it's coming apart from the inside. And I think, well, that ain't great. Sure enough, I barely got out of there before the electrical system starts sparking like crazy. It's either move fast or die unpleasantly, so I had to put a little distance between me and my poor fried ship. I camped out near where I crashed at first. Found this skeleton later. Great find. Would have been stupid not to use it. So I moved my setup over here and planted my emergency tree seeds. Been here ever since. No wonder there are so many stories about you back home. You're not half bad yourself, making it here in one piece. Anyway, that's how it all went down, hatchling. Story's over, but feel free to stay and enjoy a fire a while. Or don't. Fire's not going anywhere. Anything else you wanted? Where should I explore here? That's the spirit. Anywhere's good, but you should know that space is weird here. Intensely. Ever tried throwing your scout into one of these weird seeds? See there, with the little opening? It's just big enough to launch one through. Your scout tracker will tell you the scout is in two places at once. But I don't think that's wrong, exactly, because space doesn't work right in here. That seed looks small, see? But inside, it's bigger. Much bigger. I've had a lot of time to think about this, and my theory is space in Dark Bramble kind of expands as you go through each sphere. That's why it's bigger inside those seeds. Well, that's my theory. Keep that in mind while you're exploring Dark Bramble, and maybe you won't get lost inside forever. Good luck. You reached the core of Giant's Deep? How'd you do it? Giant's Deep core, huh? Ah, that's a wild one. But since you're asking, I gotta assume you haven't made it down there yourself yet, right? If I tell you how, it kinda feels like cheating. On a completely unrelated note, that sure was a big hollow vine my ship crashed into. Yep. If I were you, I'd go take a walk and see where it ends. You want to go to the tail end of this anglerfish skeleton here and look for a flickering light in the fog. That'll be my old ship. Path starts there. Where's your ship? Not far from here. As a matter of fact, if you go straight past the trail of this anglerfish skeleton here, you'll see a flickering light in the fog. Follow that, you'll find my old ship. What's left of it, anyway. What happened to this anglerfish? Oh, the skeleton? It was like this when I got here. As near as I can tell, this anglerfish must have been chewing on the vine and eaten a seed. And that seed grew and grew in the poor fish's stomach until this happened. Gross, huh? The skeleton was a good find. Keeps the fish away. See? They're territorial, so they mostly avoid each other. And that's why I set up camp here. There's three of them fucking hanging around in the same spot. Shouldn't I tell ground control to come get you? Well, yeah, sure. Whenever you have the time. Frankly, I kind of like it out here. Quiet. Peaceful-ish. You're a little young to understand, but it's a lot of pressure, being the best that ever was. Been nice to take a break. I found something. Lay it on me, hatchling. I went to the core of Giant's Deep, so you figured out the old tornado trick, did you? Good work. I found that bit out by accident, but let's keep that between you and me, eh? Hornfells would have my very handsome head if they knew I'd been riding the cyclones again. That ship is fragile. It can break. You can't subject it to extreme conditions. Not like I was flying the thing into the sun now, was I? And the jellyfish, you figured those out too, hatchling? I'll tell you what, you've done real well for yourself. You're a fine astronaut. Sure, but you might just become a pilot yet. I found something. I found a dark bramble seed on Timber Hearth. That's bad business, hatchling. As Chit will tell you, if so much as a glance in Dark Bramble's direction, there used to be a 5th planet where the Bramble is now. This infernal plant appeared at the centre and kept growing, and growing, and growing, until it shattered the planet and scattered its pieces across space. If we don't get that seed you found sorted real quick, like, I suspect Timberhearth will be heading toward the same fate. And I tell you what, we Hearthians have overcome far too much to be done in by some worthless seed. Come to hear my tales of heroic exploits, have you? I found something. Lay it on me. I found my writing saying the Anguish are blind. Aha! So the blasted things do have a weakness. Meaning my fly as fast as I can approach to dealing with them could have used a bit more thought behind it. Oh well, at least it didn't eat me. All's well that ends well, eh, actually? Anything else? No. Oh, damn, I really thought he'd be one of the ones keeping their memory. He must have found a used statue. An unused statue. Damn. Okay. Alright. Well, never mind. Felspar, I'm sorry. I expected better of you. Hear all this talk about how you're the best. You've been everywhere and, oops. Can you get it, Golden Brown? Alright, well, I gotta admit, Feldspar the Brilliant, well, he was disappointing. God damn it. My guy does not sound like he enjoys them. Oh. I don't think it's getting any goldier. Just sort of. So the marshmallow has 2 states. Oh. Is that? Am I imagining it? It's darker, right? Okay, cool. Okay. That's pretty funny. Right, so he said his ship was at the end of the tail. And the flashing light, which is that blue thing. Let's go take a look. I guess that hollow vine comment was in relation to the fact that you get inside a jellyfish. Which I found out all by myself. By being a fucking idiot. Oh yeah. He really did crack open the vine, didn't he? To be fair, I guess he's got a wider base than I do. I can't repair his ship. Okay, I was thinking about seeing if I could get my ship down here, but it's getting a bit too narrow for a ship. Very much too narrow for a ship. Oh, Christ. Gravity. I'm on a pole of some sort. Oh. Where am I? The jellyfish. Odd. Trip 4, entry number, I'm going to say not 1. Crashes 3, boring crashes 0. A personal best. Whoa! Never thought I'd see one of these beasties outside Giant's Deep. They all were awful useful back there. Maybe a jellyfish could be useful here too. Blah. This thing tastes terrible. The outside is all rubbery and tough. Maybe that's because it insulates the jellyfish's insides from being zapped by electricity. Right. I'm going inside this jellyfish's interior cavity to see where it tastes there any better. Whether it tastes any better. Okay, so I'm still in dark. So what's a frozen jellyfish doing inside dark bramble? And having asked that question, do I really want to know? That seems important. Yes. No. So is this seed the core of Dark Bramble then? I don't... So I guess Feldspar's back through that one. Quantum Moon. Oh, I don't have a thing for the fucking... Why is my ship moving? I kind of want to drop down to the here. Just to see, you know, what's up. But I also want to get back to my ship. I mean, how far off are we from Sundeath? It swallowed the space station, so we can't be too far off. It's looking unhealthy. Fuck it. Oh, this is the... Oh. Shit. Right, well. Bugging me, I suppose. Knew it. Called it. 3 of those fuckers waiting on the side of that one. Also, once again, their egg pile. Right, so Feldspar through that one. Escape pod 3 over there. I think you're the big evil guy. Guess I'll never know. What's going to get me first, supernova or suffocation? Ooh, suffocation. The supernova was a close second. Gasper Lake. Yeah. Alright. Back up we go. You know what? It's 11:30. Let's call it there. But now I know I have one more objective left. So we found Feldspar. Frozen jellyfish. There's more to explore than frozen jellyfish. Feldspar documented their attempt to eat this enormous jellyfish frozen in ice. The outside was all rubbery and tough, possibly because it insulates the jellyfish's insides from getting zapped by electricity. Feldspar decided to venture into the jellyfish's interior cavity to see if it tasted any better on the inside. Feldspar camp. Feldspar is alive! They crashed their ship and is now camping inside a huge anglerfish skeleton. Feldspar doesn't think my scout tracker is wrong when it says my scout is in 2 places at once. They have a theory that space doesn't work the same inside Dark Bramble. Feldspar doesn't sound overly eager to return to civilization. They've been enjoying the relative peace and quiet. Let's, now that I found Feldspar, can I tell ground control? I can't tell him. Doesn't mean I can't tell ground control. This way. I found Feldspar. You found Feldspar? And they're in Dark Bramble? Stars above, this is wonderful news. Thank you. Thank you for finding them. That Feldspar didn't immediately join you on your ship and return here is incredibly Feldspar of them. We were never entirely sure what Feldspar was thinking back then either. Still, we ought to fish them out of that dreadful place with all haste. I'll radio Gossan and have them prepare a ship. It really should be Gossan who brings Feldspar home. Again, thank you. You can hardly imagine how profoundly happy I am to hear they're alive and unharmed. Was there anything else? No, thanks, I'm good. Take care. Can I tell him? No, I can't. Okay. That's good enough. Yes. Alright, well. With just the vessel left to find and complete my little map of mysteries, maybe next time will be the last time.